Okay, TonyScapone here again with another vintage cube draft, and I think I'm actually gonna force Storm this time. I know usually you guys are used to me playing these either tempo style decks, maybe control, occasionally a mono green deck, but I'm feeling the Storm today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Storm for once. Okay, so this pack, Treasure Cruise, I'm probably taking Pit or Islet. Leaning towards Pit. We could just take Shredder or Mana Leak. In fact, you know, it's probably just Mana Leak. It's a really solid card all around. Um, Regardless of what colors you wind up going with, blue is almost always one of them. Okay, so we've got Seething Song if we want to try to move into like a blue-red. Heartbeat, I'd say, is almost just as possible of a useful card as Seething Song. When I play red, I tend to just splash for like either Burgie or Underworld Breach, something like that. Rituals were difficult to pull off. However, Heartbeat is also sometimes difficult to pull off. There is a channel, but I don't think I'm looking to get that spicy. Okay, we probably just want to take the tendrils here. This early in the draft, you don't really want to speculate on it. Maybe if there was something like spectacular that we could grab, Daze is probably the next best thing. Got Expressive Iteration. Piff is okay. It's fine with Seething Song, but I bet you it comes around. We might not even play it, even if it does. So I'm gonna grab Iteration. Frantic Search is like an auto pick. So we're gonna scoop that one right up. I mean, we're certainly working towards a 1,000-Year Storm build. I don't love the card, but I will say the fun level is through the roof. Arcane Proxy is potentially just the right pick. Not that we really have cards that quite go with it just yet, but it's more likely if you're going purely for competitive or being the most viable Storm deck that you'd probably want to go with that. But we're going 1,000-year, baby. 1,000 years. Okay, this pack we have him. We could work towards Luris instead of 1,000-year Storm. Repeal's probably the safest. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up the repeal. You can buy us some time while still being something reasonable for storm count, or just wind up being a cantrip. Okay, Consider is very good. It's insane that it's come this late in the pack. Or draft. Godless Shrine is fine, so is Sunbaked Canyon. But we'll take Consider. Treasure Cruise came around, so did Fiery Islet. Treasure Cruise isn't always great. We do have very good cards to support it, but Islet is also so good. Ugh. Well, if we hit High Tide, it won't be as high value. I think this cruise is just looking really good with our deck composition. I wouldn't mind that Past in Flames at this point either. Okay, the Heartbeat came around, which is interesting. We'll probably just grab that. I mean, we don't. It's looking more and more like we're not going to use this Tendrils. Spire Bluff is a great grab here. Yeah, more and more like we're not going to use this Tendrils. All we got to do is pick up like a Lightning Bolt or Fire Blast, Burst Lightning, something like that, and just actually leverage 1,000-Year Storm. Well, we'll see. We might just wind up with a like Breach and a Brain Freeze and say forget the 1,000-Year. It's not, great. Yeah, there's the Past in Flames. Do have a Jetmir's Garden, which isn't terrible, but I guess I'll grab the Past in Flames. These are kind of the cards that we don't yet know if we're moving into. I guess technically this as well. Like, I'm sure about these, right? These are likely not going to change. Vantage is not bad. Monastery Mentor and Teferi are very high picks in Storm, if you can pull off the mana base. There's even a Sacred Foundry that we passed. I don't know if that already came around. I think that was actually in the opening pack. That's okay. No white cards to be seen just yet. It is 100% Storm cards thus far. I guess technically Krark is a storm card and light up the stage. I will say Krark is very good with Thousand Year. I will consider Krark, and it does go along with the maximum fun theme. Alright, we've got a Mana Crypt, got Preordain, got a Mardu Triome, Renin 6, Nahiri Upheaval, Thicket, but gotta take the Mana Crypt here. Bloom is great, Tarn is great, Shouldered, but we're kind of away from black at this point. I feel like Bloom is likely to come around. It's not necessarily the biggest build for Bloom, right? It does help you cast Thousand Year Storm, but I think this fetch is just too high value, especially because we may very well just wheel that Bloom. Tinker? Really? Okay. So now we gotta think about getting some artifacts. Keep that more on our radar. What a Chrome Box or Petal or I'll take a Mox Diamond even. Manibolt? Top? Always good with Citadel. Wheel of Fortune, Metamorphose, Taxian Probe. Damn. Electromancer. Electromancer is actually looking very good here. But it will probably wheel. Metamorphose is so good with Thousand Year Storm. Wheel of Fortune is probably too tempting though. Taxian Probe also very solid. Very solid. Zoracle, we got a win con. Memory jar. Do need artifacts, but not like that. So I take the Thoracle. Vamp Tutor. Ooh, I might have to pass on it. On color Signet. Vamp is so good, but we don't have artifacts. It will be a shame if we don't actually get a Tinker target. Okay, we've got Expansion Explosion, which could be a win con, can also do some stuff. It can be very good. We don't have much else here. Esper Sentinel is meh. A Jund Triome is meh. I'm not guaranteed to play this or that it'll be good if we do play it, but I'll grab it. We really want a Burgie. Goes really well with Thassa's Oracle and Wheels. Wonder if that Lotus Bloom pack already went by. Okay, no, these are still new packs. The rest is fine, but again, we're not... I think we're almost officially just not playing black. Mana Flare is great. People's fine. Like, we're supposed to play Upheaval. I always hate doing it in these storm shells. Just doesn't feel like a storm win. You wind up in spots that are like just brain breaking. But I'm not sure that we can pass it up here. Nice, we got the Lotus Bloom. Okay, so what are we looking for? We're looking for more artifacts. Underworld Breach, Lion's Eye Diamond, Brain Freeze, Bolus's Citadel, Divining Top, Black Lotus, if you see one of those, maybe Ancestral. I suppose, like, Red Rituals could be good if we get the other two. Then we could play Past in Flames, but we're not getting that. Metamorphose is the problem. So we had to take Wheel of Fortune. We didn't have to, but I think it was right. Yeah, this is the pack that it was in, which I'm fine with getting Electromancer. It's currently very good in our deck. That makes me almost sure we're going to put Song and Piff in the deck. Very fun looking deck so far. I guess we'll take Jar. Night's Whisper is possible, I suppose. Again, technically all Storm cards. Well, we could pull off a Yorion Storm deck if we continue to get all Storm cards. I don't know how good it is, but Hey, there's Breach. Okay. It's Breach, Meyer, Grizzlebrand, Escape to the Wilds. Let's get that Breach. Petal's good. Fetchland is good. Looting is good. Signet is good. Shelldock's fine. Grimmonolith is good. But I think you're supposed to take Petal. Remand is fine. I want artifacts, though. So I think we actually take this Coalition Relic. There is probably a point where we give up on Tinker. I'm not sure if we're there yet. If so, we'd play Remand. Maybe I've given up. I'm going Remand. Ooh, we hit Bergie. There is another Signet. Triome, Narset. Narset with... We only have one wheel. I think Bergie's probably more important. Whoa, Echo. Okay, now we have two wheels. Okay. Can we hit Lion's Eye Diamond, please? And Brain Freeze? I'll take a Darcy. I only have one drop. Do Crypt. And Lotus Bloom. Miscalculation, probably the best thing here. It's one of the better counter spells for a Storm deck. No Time Spiral, no High Tide, no Burn spell yet. So we can't really even play Thousand Year. I mean, we can play it with Expansion Explosion, I guess. Which, I mean, is actually pretty reasonable. Get Thousand Year Storm going, you hit some rituals. Bergie, Mana Flare. We certainly have ways to just make a ton of mana. Desperate Ritual, but Bazaar as well. Also a reasonable Tinker target, but we don't have a ton of artifacts. You know what I'm going with? Bazaar. Well, Desperate Ritual's actually quite good in this deck, but Bazaar. Alright, Vantage, get out of here. Black cards, get out of here. Light up the stage can get out of here. I really don't think we're going into green. For many playables. 29. These are all the somewhat dicey cards. But right now the game plan is actually draw the deck, which means Horn. And then Thassa's Oracle, which I feel like that can't be our only win con. Bazaar helps. Definitely helps. Oh, Breach, right. So Breach into Thassa's Oracle. Actually, this is just... the more I look at this, the more I think this is actually just enough. I'd really like a Darcy. Oh my god, we hit Brain Freeze. This was the last unknown pack of the draft. Definitely had best possible. Lions of Diamond would have been great too. The fact that we don't have Lions of Diamond is a bummer, but I think we're going to be okay. We don't have green dual lands. We did pass a breeding pool. We could hit it. Probably not enough to play this card though. There is also a Botanical Sanctum that could work towards our Heartbeat. Also, if we hit breeding pool, I don't really want Emery, so I think I'm going to do that. We do just have enough playables. I'm not sure if we'd play... Actually, yeah. Even if we hit breeding pool, I don't think we're playing Heartbeat. Oh, Faithless Looting. I will play that. Blast is great. Probably won't main deck it, but maybe I should. Maybe I will. We have so many ways to filter. Bizarre, looting, consider. Narset came around. Don't mind if I do. Definitely playing that card. That might get people to scoop just on its own. I don't think we're actually going to use Past in Flames. We just have way too many cheaper, solid engines and so much like card draw that we're going to see it and we're just going to move right past it. Like if you count Mana Crypt, obviously these two as lands, then we're at 23. So this is the deck right here. When you throw a bunch of cards together and you say these are the iffy ones, and then the rest is the exact number you need for a deck, perfect. Again, Upheaval, great card. If you're purely just looking to win, you should probably be playing it. I just think it's really unfun. We're looking to storm off and do various other, Thoracle wins after drawing your deck, that sort of thing. And I think we have multiple. Oh my god, we had Ritual. I don't know how good that actually is. I mean, when we were playing Piff and Thousand Year Storm, it was more reasonable, but then our only win con with that expansion. Well, I guess we have Brain Freeze. No, doesn't seem great. These are lands. We'll count this as a land. And then we have Pedal to it. We'll just play 16. We have so much card draw and cheap stuff. Yeah, I think this is just the deck. So basically, we're looking to wheel and put an Narset in front of it, or wind up running into Breach. I wonder if we just want Memory Jar. The problem is if you draw into Thassa's Oracle with Memory Jar, also we have actual 0 removal. Why do I keep making decks like that? Is that true? I think we need this repeal. Yeah, we just actually need this. I'm gonna play it over the Red Blast. Sweet! Even more card draw. I guess then we can even bounce around Thoracle, so Memory Jar could be an option. Is that just better than Desperate Ritual? I mean, it's really good with Electroman. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Ritual. I feel like we just have so much card draw and selection that Memory Jar is actually just gonna be too much. Like, these both cost 3, they're more castable. This one is just free with Bazaar. 5-mana artifact one that's a little bit awkward too is just not. I mean, it is another win con, you know? You brain freeze them out, and then you can actually jar them on your turn. But we have wheel for that too. You can put wheel on the stack and then brain freeze. Like wheel whole priority brain freeze, it mills them, and then wheel finishes the job. So all you gotta do is get them down to 6. Wheel winds up being like 9 cards basically. Or 10, but they have to be at 9 to die from it. Okay. Alright, let's get these lands in here. Sort by color. Take a look at this. 8, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7. Yeah, sounds about right to me. There's like 15 lands plus a Petal, Bloom, and a Mana Crypt. And a bunch of card draw. I'll take it. Alright, see you in round 1. Okay, here we are in round 1 with our super sweet blue-red Storm deck, and we are playing against Kiriel, and this hand is certainly keepable. We are a Brain Freeze Thassa's Oracle Storm deck, so we have a bunch of wheels. We even have a Narset, which is pretty sweet. We can pretty much draw a deck if we wheel with Horn in play, and then even if they have some sort of like, I don't know, Emrakul or some sort of shuffle effect, we can still just get them with Thassa's Oracle. We even have some counters too. Brain Freeze, not necessarily the best draw here, but that's okay. We could just draw Breach and then it becomes amazing. Mana Crypt. Could play Mana Crypt, Signet into Narset. There's a number of like jam now lines that we could take. Honestly, I think I will. Oh my god, they're just F6'd. I'm still gonna make that same play. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We hit a wheel. Mono blue. I cannot imagine this is a good spot for them. Yeah, they just scoop it up. Oh man, that was quick. Oh, excuse me, I'm coughing quite a bit. Hold on. Okay, we saw nothing but islands, so we're gonna bring in this red blast. What are we gonna bring it in place of? Probably just Desperate Ritual. Maybe a repeal. Yeah, I think it's just Desperate Ritual. On second thought, repeal is pretty bad on the drive. Probably should have just done that, but that's okay. Yeah, we can keep this. Bazaar is going to be insane this game. We'll just consider now. I'll take the red source. Not quite as much blue. That was a good draw. I think we just play mountain. I've been hitting the mute button, but I'm like, oh, this cold is still killing me. I'm in like the middle of a coughing fit all of a sudden in this round. Excuse me. Alright, so they're gonna do nothing. Okay, so if you play Mountain, Crypt, Burgie, pass with Remand up, I think I'm more inclined to just start Bazaring. We can pick cards. I guess I'll Bazaar end stuff. Is it really feasible that we go off this turn unless we hit like exactly Petal and Breach? Guess I'll remand that. So it's kind of their window to sneak something through. We're probably going to wind up going off on our turn. Questing Beast. That's fine. I don't really care too much about incremental damage. I mean, it hits for 5, but it's still not much. That's obnoxious. Okay. I'm not going to untap Bazaar, so we might as well draw a card first. We're going to play out Mana Crypt. Probably setting up for a Mana Flare next turn. This Switch Orb's not too bad, actually. Ooh. So that's pretty good for them. Again, if I use this, I'm not going to untap it. I want to untap my mountain. Oof. Okay. Bizarre. Echo, huh? Okay, so we're gonna get a land drop. If we mana flare, we're gonna have 2, 4, 6 mana. And we can Burgie to 3. Song back to 6. Get rid of Treasure Cruise. The island. And flare. I'm actually forgetting about the Venser. We go to 5. So we're not quite dead. We do have this Mana Crypt, though. Alright, we gotta get lucky. Opponent is thinking. We're gonna untap a 6 mana. Jace is fine. Here comes Questing Beast. We'll go down to 1. Cradle. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5. They still have 6. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Okay. This is a good draw. Spin that wheel, baby. Spin it. Oh. Wow, we hit big time. Okay. This is free and filters colors. This is just big time. Cashing in big. Yeah, let's get our Let's go song. Let me play Signet to get a blue. Make the blue. Play Frantic. You hit Brain Freeze. Let's get rid of Tarn. Mana Leak. Untap Island. Bazaar. Let's cast Iteration. Oh yeah. Let's go. And bottom. Exile. Play that one. Let's loot. Let's let's treasure cruise. Remove everything except maybe frantic. Maybe I should just Narset to try to find yeah, let's Narset, try to find breach. We found it. Pretty good. We got red blast up as well. Could they ancestral? No, they have no blue. I think that's enough to hit us. So we got him here. Oh, wait a second. So without frantic search, we can't make blue. We have blue from petal, but I mean double. So we're gonna have to rely on actually getting them with brain freeze, which it looks like that is happening. Yeah. I don't know. We got lotus petal. Durr. So let's just go Glasses Oracle, because it's cooler. Got him. Nice. See you in round 2. Okay, here we are in round 2 against Woo Wizard 2K4, and we're going to keep this hand. We lost the die roll again, I think. I think we lost it in round 1, but that's okay. This deck is actually quite busted for not having, we don't have power, right? We have Mana Crypt, Bazaar. I mean, none of it is technically power, so pretty impressive deck for no power. It's definitely a list that is more than capable of trophying. Alright, didn't want to draw land. Maybe I should have fetched a thin, but Wall of Roots, okay. Let's consider. It could be casting something else, but yeah, I don't want to draw another land as much as I probably would rather have something else. I'll take an action spell. Oh, see, we would have just hit land. I guess plus whatever cards underneath it, but whatever. They do have a lot of mana, although not much for attacking, so Narset might actually wind up being safe to the degree that we might be able to wheel them post Narset. Ooh, that is not good. That is bad news for us for multiple reasons. We really don't want them to hit like Breach or Brain Freeze. I'm not going to fetch because I'd rather them hit a land, which they did. Go ahead, pick it up. Something's going on over there. It's not like they're thinking about plays. It's one of those I'm going to pause 15 seconds but for like every game action. Maybe it's a computer issue. I don't know. There you go again. There's definitely something going on over there. Yay! Look at my opponent's clock. Hopefully whatever issue they're having, it resolves. Well, that's not a bad one. Yeah, now I can repeal Ragavan in combat. The other option was just playing Mana Flare and passing and hoping that they just have small stuff. I mean, my opponent's going to wind up timing out if, if they continue like this. They're already down like 5 minutes on clock and we've hardly done anything. Sure. Now we repeal. Draw more lands. We need to stop drawing lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14 of our 15 lands. There's only 6 lands in the 26 cards. I think I still want a Mana Flare. It's so tempting. No, we shouldn't yet. Okay. Let's put Remand, bottom, exile, play Mountain. We'll go to discard, I suppose. Guess we could have just played it as a blocker. Comes Ragavan. Here comes Ragavan. Here comes Ragavan. Right down Ragavan Lane. Yeah. You hit my mana craft? What the fuck, dude? Yo, that's fucked up. Yeah, I'll take it. Just instantly realized, wait a second. You can just put it in my hand and draw a card. Oh, man. I'll take that back. Thank you. You're gonna draw a card. Okay. You get counter spells? I doubt that. We did draw another land. Always a good one. 5, 4, 6, 8. So we're gonna have enough to Narset Wheel. Mana Flare into Narset Wheel. So that's something. And then I think we survive. 2, 5, 6. We'll survive at 1 provided they don't deal any additional damage. Could also just Mana Flare Wheel and hope and try to win. Does Gobbo change anything? I don't think so. Gives us a blocker, which is actually decent. So now we go Mana Flare, Narset, go. If Narset hits a ritual, does that matter? It does, because we're going to be off of one of our colors. I think I'm supposed to actually Narset re-wheel. So a little bit awkward, but I want to hit Petal or Seething Song. Ideally Seething Song. I guess we currently also have Desperate Ritual in the deck, right? So we don't have Red Blast, yep. We hit Breach. Huh. Or we could just put Echo in our hand, and it gets discarded for free. Breach, well, 5 mana, 3 mana post Breach. We have no way to net mana, really. So I think I'm supposed to actually bottom Breach. Could also just get Looting. It's also good in our graveyard. Better with Breach. Ugh, it sucks to see. Are these at random? Random order. I'll grab Echo. Let's play the Gobbo. Gotta play Mountain. And I guess we want... If we had one color, we want red. So we might be able to hit Ritual and then Signet. Get something going. Snuff Out. Well, that sucks. It's actually probably the best card they could have like possibly had in their hand. So we hit all the things. Wow. We're still gonna wind up with red only. Oh, we can't cast it because we don't have Electromancer anymore. Okay. Okay, so we're at 10. Oh, and that discards their Ragavan. That's awesome. That is awesome. So now we're likely not in danger of dying from our Mana Crypt. Of course, they do have 2 cards in hand. So we'll see where that takes them. They have some mana. They've certainly got some mana. They don't have a blood token. They already used it. Scoos. That is really good. Wow. Jeez. And something else? K command. Ridiculous. Just gas, gas. Like double gas. They had 2 draws and they managed to scrap together 3 cards out of it. Brutal. Let me guess, you're gonna hit our brain freeze? Wow. Wow. I did, I asked for it. Let me guess. Sure, go ahead, guess. Okay. If you insist, brain freeze. Yep, you are correct. You're absolutely correct. Can they kill us? 412, they can kill us. If they see it. I don't think they see it, otherwise they wouldn't be activating. But they can just brain freeze us. We only have 11 cards. And they have treasure tokens. They don't see it. We still have Thassa's Oracle in the deck, which is actually quite good. But we only have a couple draws. Looting is somewhere down there. Wow, they passed the turn. That's big. We have a chance here. Oh, that's a good one. Alright, let's... Only one card. Maybe we don't cycle that yet. Let's Bazaar first. They still have Scoos up. Okay. Pretty good ones. Don't need all these lands. This one doesn't net mana. Let's go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Alright, let's draw 3. Yep. I think it's deterministic at this point. Let's go Ritual. Also just gonna have a bunch of counter magic to back it up. Ritual, Petal, Frantic. There's the Thoracle. Go Bazaar. We have Ancestral covered. This deck is insane. I can't believe we wound up winning from this position. This is game 1 and they're down to almost 11 minutes. Discard these. We have 1 card in our deck left, so now we cycle. Not that we need to. It turns off them having removal as an out. Yeah, we might as well breach. Why not? Let's do a bunch of activating. They're holding priority for no reason. Or we just F6 value. Okay. 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 What? Alright, Electroman. Okay. Breach is in. How about Thoracle? How about I win the game? Okay, we'll move on. Okay, so they got Rampy and Pampy. Nonsense. I don't think we want to change anything. Yeah, let's do it again. I will say Ragavan may prove to be an issue, but I'm not convinced that they can actually finish the match in time. Like, that game is mostly me taking game actions. Well, they must have something's going on. I suppose they could just be double queuing. Yeah, I think they're double queuing. I mean, why else do you let the clock run down on sideboarding for Vintage Cube? Other than to go play your other match. Alright, we're back. And well, I mean, a fast Bergie is nice. You know what? I'm gonna keep this. It's even a blocker for Ragavan, so it has potential to be able to deal with a Ragavan. Berg's gotta do some heavy lifting. No lands though, please. We had enough last game. That's pretty good. You just go for a turn 2 horn. Oh, they do have K command, huh? Ew. I don't think they're necessarily just like prioritizing hands with K command though. They have to have it this turn. Or like next turn. And the 3rd land. We're in pretty rough shape if they do have it. Bergie is solid, but God, is the upside high if we can untap with Horn. I think we're just gonna win on that turn. I do like winning. Don't you do it, OP. They get the land. Oh yeah, yeah. Perfect. What a dopey card. Alright, let's discard Island. We hit Echo. That's not good. Should take a land out of the deck. I'll take a land out of the deck. There are other reasons that we would want to shuffle, so it's not completely free to play to do that, but I did it. So, I mean, if we find Breach, we just win. It's pretty good, right? Winning. Y'all get any more of those breaches? Look it up. Because we already have Petal and Brain Freeze. It's a Mana Crypt. Ooh, that lets us echo. Okay, I was forgetting about Mana Crypt. Interesting. Repeal and Mana Crypt is interesting. But we don't have the blue necessary to make it good. Let's ditch this Thoracle. Narset. Narset, Narset, Narset. So, play Mana Crypt, tap it, repeal the Mana Crypt? Or is it better to consider? Better to consider, because we get the additional card, which is 2 more cards. Yeah, we're giving up the Echo. Oh, we don't have it yet. Yeah, we're just trying to dig for Breach. It's a Signet, which is very interesting. But we want to activate into this, not draw it. It's not worth playing. But I will grave it. Mana Flare, Electroman. Mana Flare is interesting. Still not good enough. Let's activate. We continued to miss. Okay, let's go Mana Flare. If looting hits Breach, we basically lose, but I do want it in my graveyard. Do I want a Mana Flare? I don't think so. I think we're just playing Electroman. Disappointing. But we know they don't have K-Command. Ragavan. I think I risk it. No, because we're just looking for Breach. If we find Breach, we don't even need this. I am going to block it. Fails never fails. It failed. Ooh. Ooh. That is a magic card to draw. Oops, did I just tap both? I don't think I want to remove all of this because we need some of it for Breach. How much do we need? We play Breach. If we play this, 1, 2, 3, we have enough mana, so we actually don't need much. So we can just Breach, Brain Freeze. So I guess we can draw 3, pretty good. Oh, it's draw 6, is that what it is? We can draw exactly our deck. I think that's pretty good. The island here. So draw our deck, play Breach, and then win. Doesn't matter. Now we can hold priority and just discard our hand. It doesn't yield any cards because there are no cards in our deck, but it does fill our graveyard more. And then we can play Petal. Blue. Might as well hold up a counter. Play Petal. Play blue. Play Petal. Play Thoracle. I win! Oh man, this deck is so sweet. We are undefeated, haven't dropped a game. See you in the final round. Alright, here we are. Final round, undefeated 2-0, 4-0. Fly half is our opponent. Fly half. This hand is quite good. Let's keep it. I just want to go turn 1 Mana Flare. Good luck, the opponent says. Good luck. Exclamation point. One-upped him there. Probably want to hold off on Mana Flare. God, it's so tempting to just go. Yeah, we'll hold off. Whoa. Hold. That's fine. That's fine. It's a good draw. Alright, we're going for it here. We're gonna go Mana Crypt, Mana Flare. Hmm. Trying to think if I really want to. I think I want to repeal Mana Crypt first. Yeah, let's repeal Mana Crypt. Replay Mana Crypt. I wind up discarding Miscalc. Frantic. Remember, we do have a Mana Flare in play. Whoa. Oh boy. Let's see. You can ditch these and have 3, 4, 5. No, I don't want Cruise. So let's go. I just want to Echo from the graveyard. Go max mana. We're gonna have 2, 4, 6, 8. Could frontside Echo with 2 floating. Probably don't want to do that though. Might be worth considering first. In fact, considering to Cruise might be good. Oh boy. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Yeah, we're very likely to just win if we cast that. Just not even cast Treasure Cruise. Let's go. Exhume, Reanimate. Okay. Alright, so we hit Burgie. We hit a big ritual. We do still have Echo. 2, 4 mana. We can't Burgie into Song. We can Horn, but then we have 1 floating. Horn, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'd have to hit Petal and Breach. Whereas we could Song, Burgie, Echo. Song, Burgie, Signet, Iteration even. Then Echo. This is tough. Yeah, it's only a 50-50 that would... Actually, even less than 50-50 that they'd be together, right? So let's go... Let's go for the Berg. Hope they don't have Snuff Out. Signet is free. This filters into more blue. Oh, I guess we don't have enough for Iteration and Echo. We'd be banking on Iteration hitting Petal. This Echo has to kind of hit Petal too, huh? Or, no, Mana Crypt is in our hand. We did draw them 7. Looting could help us find it. Treasure Cruise won't work at that point. Repeal, we're only going to have red. So it's Petal. We're looting to find Petal. Post Echo. I guess we suspend this. There's no other use for it. This, however, if we cast it right now, we'll have 2 mana, which opens up Breach. But we don't have looting. Opens up Brain Freeze as just a win. Okay, I'm convinced that we should cast Expressive Iteration. Perfect. Okay. Well, nothing ever poor has occurred from a scenario such as this. Here's a Mana Flare and 7 cards. Good luck. Having said that, we do have a draw 7 in our graveyard, ready to rip. We've got a Mana Engine, 2 Mana Engines. One's an enchantment, one's a creature. Plenty of mana sources on board as well. They are under the gun to make a significantly impactful play. We have certainly given them the tools to be able to do that. Ample tools. We did discard 2 of their reanimate effects. No monster. They do have 7 mana in hand. And they did discard a land, and they haven't played one yet. There we go. I'm sorry, they have more than that. I'm forgetting about Mana Flare. They can just hard cast like Archon of Cruelty or Grizzlebrand if they had it. But I'm not too worried about Grizzlebrand. Most decks are not going to be able to just like kill you off it, you know? A Cityscape Leveler, okay. Killing Mana Flare, okay. That's fine. Player discards a card, also fine. Honestly, I think Burgie is worth, on average, probably more mana than Mana Flare. Could be wrong. Can't be spent to cast a non-artifact spell. So you can spend it to activate things, or... So you can spend it to activate signets, right? They pass the turn. After having done very little. Oh, they shriek mod. I missed it. I missed that, sorry. Alright, alright. We lost the flip. We have lost every time. Alright, let's test this theory. Yeah. You can use it for signets, that's cool. Because it doesn't say you must use it for artifact spells. It just says that you can't spend it to cast a non-artifact spell. So you can spend it to cast artifact spells or activating whatever. Okay, so we are going to fetch to thin and then cast Echo. That is all there is left to do. Actually, this does nothing. So we're shuffling it all back in. I don't know why I was thinking it was actual wheel. Okay, so red. Generally speaking, we want more blue. Yeah, it's fine. We have Signet for even more red. Let's like this. There we go. It's not very good. Unsurprisingly. We're gonna wheel it away. We don't have much of a choice. I know it's really not. Oh, they get sneak attack as well. They shuffled. Or no. Oh, they're just choosing order. Whoa. They have Lotus, Sneak Attack, Grizzlebrand, Ulamog, Reanimate. We hit Breach, but that's not enough. If we find Petal off of just looting or considers the same amount, or we could hold up Remand. Taking 8, 9, 10. No Sneak Attack to worry about. I think I'm just gonna hold up Remand. If we have a decent chance of winning next turn. I don't really care if they blow up one thing. We get a Power Stone token. I can dig that. Not sure if I have any more use for it though. We did once again give them a full grip, but at least there's no Mana Flare in play. Just get rid of this island this time. And then if for some wild reason they do nothing, we at least have this consider. Honestly, I think we're, well, I wouldn't say we're favored. I was gonna. Oh yeah, they can hit the signets so that we can't use these. It's okay though. Because I am forgetting they have a whole grip. Nice. Alright, this remand very good here. We don't have a counter. We get another turn. Do we get this bloom? We don't. We lost the flip again. What's that, 5 in a row or 4 in a row? It's a lot. It's a lot in a row. Oh man, we can cast Horn with these. Yeah, that wins the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Horn. We have 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'd have 5 cards left in library. Save for Breach. It's so incredibly low odds that we fail here. Thanks for the Power Stone tokens, nerd. Let's get rid of Electroman. Heal is actually not bad at all. It's a really good draw. Let's get rid of looting. We found Petal, so we win. Let's get rid of Mountain. Let's get rid of Consider. Get rid of Thassa's Oracle. We have Brain Freeze as well. Let's go Petal. Make red. Cast Desperate Ritual. Make blue. Repeal my Mana Crypt. Replay. Well, yeah, sure. Replay Mana Crypt. Activate, get rid of Frantic Search. Play Breach. Oops, I should tap Mana Crypts. Make a bunch more red. Play Island. Play Petal from the graveyard. And make blue. Play Petal from the graveyard. Now we get double counter up. Or wait. Play Petal from the graveyard. Play iteration. Whatever. Play Thassa's Oracle. Got him again. And again, and again, and again. Okay. So we're low on time. That took a little bit. But let's run it back and let's get him. That, I cannot believe we wound up winning that game. These have been wild games. Just games where we kind of stumble, but then we just draw 7 and give our opponent all this shit. And, you know, they're not doing broken, like, kill you on a turn type of stuff. And we are. So, you know, try winning the game. OP. Did you try that? Okay. Coming in hot. Bizarre. Okay. No entomb. Just throwing a Mox Diamond out there, you know. No big deal. Okay. This is scary. Now they Faithless Loot it? Okay, no. Just awkward main phase Vamp. I guess it plays around. Oh, very nice. Plays around 2 mana counters. Yeah, let's play Tarn. Pass. Okay. It's a magic card. Oh, sneak, huh? You about to get got. Let's go for the extra blue. I know we only have 1 red, but we probably only need 1 red. Nice. Okay, that's huge. That is absolutely huge. Let's play the gobbo. Gobble gobble. Okay, that's fine. We only have 2 cards. I think it's time to just start bizarring. Looking for a breach combo. That's also pretty good. Let's go Narset. So, Ritual, Oracle, Island. Any order's fine. Let's go Narset. I'm gonna activate. So next time we're gonna Echo. We probably just want the Seething Song then. They might just draw a card and scoop. Because they know they're about to get wheeled. Each player discards a card. Oh no. Don't make me discard. Whatever will I do? Okay. Appeal. Oh, let's see here. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. Horn is not that effective, so we're basically just gonna Burgie. God, we're only gonna have red in that scenario. We're also gonna get rid of this big graveyard that we worked so hard for. And they'll get to Lily next turn. I'm gonna activate. Oh, Frantic was pretty good, right? Brain Freeze, not so much. Let's take Frantic. And let's go Island, Song, Burgie, Frantic, hit nothing, which is okay. And the order, Heal is kind of free to bounce Diamond. That's a bad card in their deck as well. They miss out on some blue, but I think it's worth it here. Time to wheel. And it wheels it away. We're not going to have one of these counters up. Maybe if we find Petal. We did not. We did find Electroman. Which doesn't really help. Well, it does help against Lily. Insulates us. Let's get rid of Tarn. Repeal. Thoracle, because when we win with Thoracle, it's probably going to be with Breach. In the order, could iterate, but then you're really just looking for what, like Petal and Breach, which does win, but very small chance we're getting both of those. We're running low on time, but we're very favored. It's not like in the bag, but certainly favored. Still a Narset, so it turns out Faithless Looting, they just scooped it up. So okay, let's go back to the deck. Not like that. How do I go back to it? Oh, it's over here. View your previous. Here we go. Okay, so undefeated, didn't drop a game. 2-0, 4-0, 6-0. Just crazy positions. A lot of the times where it felt like we were slipping and almost behind, and then we just pull off a win out of nowhere. Because the deck just is insane. It was looking to be like a medium but fun 1000-Year Storm deck, and then we just picked up Underworld Breach and Brain Freeze. Brain Freeze, if you remember, was in the 3rd pack in the last like unknown pick pile. So that was huge. Definitely huge. Although we did see there were plenty of games where we didn't necessarily win with Brain Freeze. We just um, we just had so many other ways of churning through the deck, and you play Horn, and that just splats your whole deck into play, or into exile rather, and then you can cast it. So this deck was a lot of fun. You know me, I love Blue Red Storm. I do wish they would bring bonus round into the cube. It was in Gannon, I think his last name is, the cube that he did, the Synergy cube. He had bonus round, he had gamble. There was a much more fun and easier to build and put together blue-red storm deck in that cube, but as you can see, you can certainly still pull it off in the old vintage cube. So I hope you had as much fun as I did. This was a frickin' blast. So see you on the next one. See ya.